Hey guys, welcome back to La Carnista Pharmacy. It's Priscilla, and then I got my son here, Christian.
What's up,
having
guys?
Beehive veil difficulties. So just coming to you guys today to do another inspection on the beehive, and I'm going to give you a quick tour of the premises since everything is kind of waking up. There we go. Still being good. Okay, let's see y'all. Still working on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost on 6 now. Okay.
You know you're supposed to be talking during the video, right?
I could talk over it afterwards. Alright, so. Ooh, hi B. Can you see inside?
Yeah, a little bit. You can see a little bit inside. Definitely got a lot more than that, and they started on more now.
This one might pose a problem because the way it is. You see how part of it stuck to the box?
Yeah.
Am I interrupting y'all?
Kind of are.
Oh, they definitely got more capped on it. You see where the honey is up top?
Yeah.
And all of this was not capped last time around.
Most of it was white. Not more of it's like, yeah.
See if I can find the queen. I feel like my back is exposed. They're so tiny though. Be careful if they land on you, just don't swat them.
I don't know.
See how good I am at identifying queen bee.
Queen bee's the biggest one. It shouldn't be that bad.
Not enough smoke. Alright, so we're gonna make this quick.
Look at the back now.
We definitely got a lot of them capped over.
Definitely got honey now.
But this is not what we're gonna use for our honey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let them do what they do on the bottom. And then put another box on top.
Got the smoker. They need more water.
Sorry.
Ain't no smoke coming out.
I know, not very little, but they're not.
They're more working on the.
Bothered anyway, but yeah, you see, we're getting all of that done.
Yeah, I seen like the honey too.
On top.
See? Started seeing little honeys in the holes.
There's a bunch of brood. I know they're making new babies.
In the back.
You can kind of see that one right there in the middle before they walk over it. You can see like the little white all the way in the inside.
Where?
You see like little white pieces all the way in the inside.
Yeah.
Those little bee larvae. So
Look at the back.
bee babies.
See?
Okay. All right, we're almost done. We're almost done. Okay.
See, it's a lot more better recording.
We're almost done, guys. I'm just making sure you guys are okay and see how far you got.
They started a new one too right here.
See, this one wasn't even that packed last time.
It wasn't, now it is.
Nope. Oh, okay. I do to you.
Said you're bothering us.
I'm sorry. They're so tiny though.
Gotta show the back.
What I thought they would look like.
What, the bees?
Mm-hmm.
Why you say that? See? There's like some over there. That's the one they're starting.
Mm-hmm.
They got some honey already. Right there. Oh, you can like see the inside too.
Mm-hmm. I know I'm bothering y'all. Stick fell out on this one.
I really did. So where's the stick supposed to go to then?
The sticks go on the bottom and the top to kind of anchor the comb in place.
Okay, I might want to hook this up. Cause...
You see how it fell down?
Oh, yeah.
And it just worked around it. Alrighty. Still trying to see if I can spot the queen. I know she in here. She doing work. I see. You can see more babies. You see them?
Where? You got a little white, little white,
like a curved white rice-looking thing on the inside.
Yeah.
Those are the little baby bees.
That's for the back. Yeah, they really did work right behind it.
Work right around it.
Right around it. It's gonna have an odd shape.
Oh, put you back. So last time we did it was 12 days in, right? And they only got up to like 5 of them. And they're on their 6th one. This is the 5th one. I need them to start working down this way. I mean, but they're doing their job. I'll give them that much. I still haven't been able to spot Queen Bee.
Probably past her. I think she's in the first one.
She might be, honestly, in this section that's stuck to the box. Ah, wait.
Nope.
You can tell her because her tail is a lot longer than the other ones.
And she's bigger.
And there she go, right there.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, that one right there?
Yep, I found her.
There you go.
You're doing your job, ma'am. I appreciate you. Look at that, I spotted the queen.
I thought she would definitely look bigger.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm bothering you. Okay, I'm gonna close you up now. I can see the last one. I'm clearly bugging you guys.
Stop the video.
Yeah.
Hey guys. Oh nope.
All right. So we're gonna start in the front of the property, and we're gonna identify everything that we've got going on here. So right here we have 2 apples in one hole. It had a little bit of a transplant shock, but it's growing back. It's having new growth. Kind of see that right there. So it's going to be fine. It is a Granny Smith and a Honeycrisp apple, and it'll grow short and long. You can read the thing on this. Don't walk in front of the camera.
I don't want to walk in front of the camera. I gotta read it.
You just did though.
What type of...
Don't mind the bickering. This is a blackberry.
What is this?
A blackberry.
A Nathan what?
Let me see.
Nathan Thomas? The thing. Nathalies? What? Nathals Thomas.
It's a thornless. I can't read their handwriting, and I honestly don't remember.
We're just gonna say this is a
But
blackberry.
this is a thornless version of a blackberry.
Uh-huh.
I believe this is another, probably the same thing, another thornless version of the same blackberry. And then this is kind of like the herb garden section. So we've got rosemary here, or oregano here, sage that's coming right back in right there, thyme that I gotta cut back right there, but you can actually see some of the green foliage coming back in right there, rosemary right there. Oh no. And then lavender right there. And then in here, I'm growing a couple different varieties of greens. So I've got purple kale right here. I've got a tree collard growing in right there. And then I've got another tree collard right here. And another tree collard right there. So everything you see purple is going to be collard and kale.
So in here, right here, we have grape cutting. This is jasmine. Just need some loves. And then in this one, this is some peppermints. And then in
and why do we keep it in the container? So if we put it in the ground, what's it going to do?
It's going
to wreak havoc over
it's
the
going to
entire
wreak havoc
garden.
everywhere. And it's just going to take over.
What do we got over here?
And then this is another grape something.
It's grape cutting.
Grape cutting.
And more mint.
Okay. Wait, what's in there then?
I'm going to be growing onions and corn over there.
Okay. So what we have here, we have strawberries. And then you come down, we still have more strawberries.
Wait, we're going to let them get a sneak preview view of some tiny strawberries.
Starting to go back in.
So they're still fairly green, but they are, don't mind the plane above head. It's going to be, everywhere you see a flower, it's going to be a strawberry.
Huh?
Continue with the strawberries.
And then you have strawberries all the way down until to like that pink thing right there.
Nope, it goes all the way down.
It goes all the way down, but right next to that pink little house,
which is a bee house.
Which is a bee house. We have elderberry. And then right there is a pink lemonade, blueberry. And then right over here, and then right here is another blueberry. And there's strawberries around it. Then another blueberry, more strawberries, and then another elderberry right there.
The sun's in the way. Let's see if we can capture this outside of the glare of the sun without tripping on the hose. There we go. There's that beauty. Right there. And then what he forgot, we've got two medicinal plants here that are starting to pop up. An echinacea. And you can probably see that about to start to flower out soon. So in the center of the front of the house, we have kind of like a hodgepodge of stuff here. So we have two Nantucket cherry bushes, so one here and one right over there by the light. And then we have some flowers that my grandmother had planted here before she moved out, and we've got blueberry. We do have rosemary down there as well, and a rosemary at the other end as well. Then we do have some more flowers planted in here, and a rose bush that I put right here that is actually just now starting to sprout out. And then we have some onions as well throughout this entire bed, because you never can go wrong with onions and garlic as the base of every meal. So another 2 rows of onions here. I'm going to take you along the side of the house.
Oh my God.
But why you gotta be so dramatic, Christian? We got 3 more blackberries. So blackberry here, actually 4 more. Blackberry there and blackberry there. And then here we have a mulberry that is just now starting to come out of hibernation. All right, so we've got a bit of an orchard going down this way, and I'm gonna have to, this is a pear. See, this is a better view so you're not getting the glare of the sun. So this is a pear tree here, and then down here we've got a little rose bush that's in dormancy. Then this is a Mutsu apple, and we've actually got little baby apples on there forming. If I can kind of zoom in on there.
You can see it right there. Take the plant down. Right there, there you go.
So there you go.
And then there's more right there.
So a handful of apples on this one, and then there'll probably be more up top.
Yep, right there. And then more up there too.
Yep, so wherever there's flowers, should be a fruit, as long as it gets pollinated properly. And then right there is a plum tree. We've got another rose bush right here that's starting to wake up. Here we have an Asian pear, which is loaded with pears, but we've got a little bit of a sunburn slash fungal thing going on here, but majority of the fruit is good. You're in the sun. There we go. Majority of the fruit is good, and those that are not good, like this one here, I can just pick off and discard. Just don't like to really spray my trees. Just prefer to get the soil good and healthy, and the tree would be good and healthy. Then here we've got some kale and some onions as well. I need some watering. Haven't watered in a couple of days. And then this one is one of my favorites because I absolutely love the peaches. And we've got peach galore. See little baby peach right there. Little baby peaches there. And this one is starting to have like the peach leaf curl, but it's not as bad as it was last year, so it is self-correcting. Like I said, I don't particularly like to spray a lot. I'll spray some copper here and there, but I did not do that this season. But it's actually not bad for not having any spray this year. In some areas I will have to thin the peaches, but it's a good amount of peaches on here. And looks like there's a nice little bug up top there too, but we're gonna leave you. Oh, there you go. Bye. Well, all right, here we have another Asian pear, and this one had a lot of pears on it last year, so it may be recovering, and it is also recovering from the other Asian pear, which is the fire blight, which is common to a lot of pear trees. But it's actually not that bad comparison to how it was last year, so it is sort of self-correcting. And that's that pear, Asian pear. Here we have another, I didn't forget about them. Here we have another rose bush that is coming out of dormancy as well. And this would be the next Asian pear. This one I actually planted last year, so it's the first year in the ground.
It's actually doing pretty good too.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of the same fire blight, which is okay. This will I'll probably take all the fruit off of that this year and allow it to focus on recovery. And then over here we have the grapevine section. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 grapes, muscadine grapes, and it will take over this whole entire section. And then in the area in front, we're going to plant watermelon. Here in this container, we've got a cherry tree, and yes, you can grow decent sized trees in a 17-gallon container. This one doesn't have a whole lot of cherries on it. I don't think this one has any cherries on it, but the other ones over there does. This is our raspberry patch, and I don't know if you guys saw the pictures before when I cut it down. All that was just literally maybe 6 inches of twigs, and it is filling out. And then everything here in front will be another patch of watermelon. So here we've got another peach tree surrounded by garlic on the bottom. This also has a little bit of the peach leaf curl, which will self-correct once it drops those leaves and sticks out another set of foliage. But you can see the peach on this one, and the reason why I like this particular peach, because it's a white peach with red flesh. It's called an Indian blood peach. This you will not get in the grocery store, and it is ridiculously juicy and sweet. So we've got garlic on the bottom and throughout. We've got mint here as well, and then this is another peach tree, which you can kind of see how full this tree is. It's not producing any fruit just yet, but the foliage is great. Not a lot of damage, so this might be a little bit more resistant to that peach leaf curl. This is the Nectarine Tree, and this one's also recovering from the peach leaf curl. It's starting to drop some of the leaves with the peach leaf curl and pushing out fresh leaves that don't have the curl on it, but we do have some nectarines. You can see one right there. There's actually two in that area. Let's see if I can spot any more. There's definitely a bird nest in this tree. I'm not going to trouble it. Uh-oh, wait, did I step on the plant? Be careful because there's stuff over there. There's definitely a bird nest and can't really see because of the glare of the sun. I'm going to spot it in another. Let's see if we can get that in there. There we go. Another nectarine, if it'll. A glare. All right, so here is a Fuji apple, and that's the nectarine there. And then we do have some stuff growing in the wood chips, but I'm just gonna highlight the trees for now. So here is a cult. Hey, buddy. Hi. So here is another peach tree here, and it is also loaded. Loaded with peaches. So if you can tell, I absolutely love
Peaches.
love
Obsessed with peaches.
I'm very obsessed with peaches.
All different types too.
Yes.
It don't matter.
Yes, I do not discriminate on my peaches
Eat it straight to the
at all.
what's it called, to the seed.
So here is another Fuji apple.
You can see definitely the dead leaves that came down.
Something broke over here.
Yeah, but you can see the dead leaves.
No, I cut those down.
Oh.
I gave it a little bit of a trim because it was growing too low to the ground, and it was growing too far up when I want it to grow out. So like these I took down because I want them to grow this way. Because if you keep them growing up this way, when the fruit's on it and the fruit weighs it down, it's going to snap. So you want it either on an angle, like how this is on an angle going in this direction, it's not going straight up. So then it'll just be a little bit of a pressure when the heaviness of the fruit comes on it. So here's another peach. Then we got some stuff growing, some kale, some purple kale. Just needs a good water and some feed. We've got a cold hardy orange tree right here. And they've got some more echinacea back there with some more tree collards back there. Christian, go give those birds
some food.
Yes, some please. And then here in this area is potatoes, and you can't see it because I just literally buried a lot of the green, but here's a green shoot popping up, and you just kind of cover it back up and let it continue to grow back up. Here is a moon glow pear tree because I absolutely love pears as well. It's a goji berry tree. Here is a red delicious apple, and this little tiny thing is a loaded with apples. I'm definitely going to have to thin those out. See if we get a better view here. Yeah, so you see it's loaded with fruit. And then here's the beehive. We just recently did the inspection on that. Here is another pear tree and another pear tree, and these did really good last year, so it's looked like it's taking a little bit of a break this year, but there are still some fruit on here. And it's interesting how it grows up and then it kind of leans down once it starts to get ripe. Here is a cherry tree. I'm thinking this one may not be the one with cherries on it, but I don't think this is the one with the cherries on it. But it's nice, good foliage. Got to open up that center a little bit more, but I'll do that in the fall. There's another cherry here. As you can tell, I love cherries as well. So this one was in the ground, in a container, and I decided to put it in the ground. I feel like this one may have 1 or 2 cherries on it as well, if a bird didn't already peck at it. But this may not be the year for me and cherries per se, but we'll see. And then we have another smaller cherry tree here. I know this one had at least 1 cherry on there, and hopefully a bird didn't grab that. Maybe it did, or maybe the cherry is hiding from me. It doesn't want to be on camera. Either way, it's okay. It's another cherry tree, so at some point in time it will give me some lovely cherries. And over here I've got a rose bush that I had from last year, another rose bush that I had from last year, and then in here I'll be growing lemon balm. On this side will be tomatoes, and then on this side will be cucumbers and spinach. And then here are my 3 figs. I had to really cut them back. I almost thought they died and didn't make it through the winter, but there is green, and when I pulled it back from the root, there's new shoots coming up. So I cover that bad boy right back up. I'm gonna let it do its thing, and I will show you guys over time what it looks like. And then I've got an order of honeyberries coming in, so I'm going to do that towards the back, and I think it's going to be some more berries along this side. So here I have a whole bunch of garlic and hazelnut, and more garlic and hazelnut, and 2 josta berries, which is a cross between gooseberries and black currants. And then here I thought this bad boy was a goner. It's pomegranate. And pomegranate's supposed to be able to be cold hardy, right? But it looks, and if you can tell, you can look at it, and it don't look like there is any green in there. It looks completely dead. But I pulled it back, and I don't know if you can see this little thing right there is new growth. And I pulled it back a little bit, and I saw some more. I can point it out right there. My finger is new growth. I came down some more, and when I scratched on the inside of that, that was green. When I dug it up some more, I saw shoots. So I cut all the dead off, because it was just like all the way to up here of dead foliage and branches. I just cut it all the way back down to the ground to allow that root to focus on what it wants to produce versus keeping all that dead weight. And you can see it's starting to shoot up in there. So pomegranate, and then I'll definitely probably get another one to go over here. There's going to be plenty more additions, but this is what it is so far. And then this is the view on this side of the house. To the front, I've got a last little bit of my wood chips that need to go in the back. And I have got a little lilac plant here that is starting to bloom. Now, lilacs, not only do they smell great, but they do have very good medicinal uses for them. So, but I pulled off a branch that was going that way because it looked like somebody snapped it anyway. But it is blooming, and it is beautiful, and there's going to be more blooms on the inside there too. And it gets pretty tall, so I figured I'd have it here in the front, something really nice to look at, pretty purple blooms. But that's it. So that's my beginning workings of my food forest, suburban food forest. Till next time.